The Gen Z gender war. Let's get into it. Before we do that, I just wanted to say, if you like this video, make sure to like and comment because apparently that's the only way it actually matters as a true viewer. I don't know why YouTube made this rule, but yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Gen Z is currently at war, but
Hell yeah. And I'm the version of Ghost from Call of Duty, basically.
not the
In this
kind of
war.
war being fought with weapons or
Oh.
bombs,
Oh.
but something far more dangerous. Feelings.
Oh shit.
We're in the middle of an ongoing divide between men and women that's only getting worse. Women say it's men's fault the world is the way it is today, and men are saying the same thing right back. And the biggest battlefield this war is being waged on is social media. We're in the
Social media. It's social media that's the problem. I promise. Anyways, let's keep going. let's keep.
trenches of the TikTok algorithm, and the fighting continues on the Twitter timeline. And this has been happening for a while now, but sadly, none of the commentary around it has been productive. No one is actually trying to understand the issue. It's just one side trying to tell the other that they're wrong.
Because people like to hate. People don't try to understand each other. It's actually insane. Yeah, it's basically the battle of nothing. It's great. It's you don't think it's amazing? No, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful show to watch. Actually, like I feel like it's just immaturity versus immaturity. You can't understand each other whatsoever. You don't even try to.
People are constantly doubling down and turning every interaction between men and women into a pointless power struggle.
Honestly, why are we fighting? Honestly, I don't know, but we're gonna win. So stupid. Actually, so stupid.
Drama is heating up on Love Peninsula. All right, I'ma just holler at your sister then. Oh, really? My sister? I mean, yeah, she looked better. Oh my God, you were so. I can't stand him. He's so toxic. I mean, honestly, I kind of agree with him. She really did him dirty. Are you serious? He literally manipulated her. Okay, but she was flirting with that other guy in the hot tub. That was before they were a couple. This is the problem with men. You got.
Nah, you should only be reserved. It doesn't matter if you're a couple or not. You should only be reserved to one person. If you're flirting with if you're going on dates with someone, whether if you're a couple or not yet, you should just be reserved to them. In my opinion, I feel like this is just cheater ass shit. Low key.
Guys never understand women. Well, women are always the ones making it complicated. Oh, so it's about women now? Well, you
Yeah.
made it about men. You know what? You should sleep on the couch tonight. I'm not sleeping on the couch. This is my house. Gen Z is a generation that is constantly battling loneliness, mental health struggles, and a general lack of community. And constantly fighting each other isn't making it any better.
I'm still not sleeping on the couch though. Hell no. Nigga.
We're in this weird spot where we
Fucked
have a
up.
bunch of men who hate women but also want to date women, and a bunch of women who hate men but also want to date men. So everything is just extremely hostile all the time. The weird part though is that each side swears that they have it worse than the other, when in reality, we're facing a lot of the same problems. A lot of men talk about a male loneliness epidemic and say that it's difficult for them to approach women, but many women are also dealing with loneliness and feel uncomfortable and awkward when they interact with men. But instead of coming together, everyone.
Okay, but that's just awkwardness. Like, let's be real. Like, I get it's scary for women. Okay, I get that. But like with men, most of them just don't have a chance with a woman because if you go up to a woman, you're a creep apparently. But if you don't, you're a pussy. For a woman, if you go up to a man, you're basically celebrated. Um, but if you do, they might be also scary and everything. It's a bit different. I get his point still, of course, but it's still a bit different.
Everyone just blames each other. Male loneliness is being branded as a male loser epidemic, and people are trying to make their exceptions to who deserves to feel lonely. I know it's easy to pretend that loneliness only happens to people we don't like, but a lot of people are out there struggling. Drawing lines where they don't belong only takes our focus away from the real issue. Gen Z as a whole are struggling.
Dude, I love ramen. Oh my gosh, it can go for days for dude. Ha- the thing is with the gym, I saw this no carb thing. Having no carbs, dude, means no ramen. Oh, that was terrible. And then I find out you literally need carbs. I was like, oh shit. Oh, no mind if I do.
That's
So,
what this entire
so
thing is about. Women have the idea that all men want to do them harm, and men have the idea that women are evil demons who want to traumatize them. And to be honest, there's a lot of credit to those feelings. Young people, especially, are very vulnerable to violence and harm in their relationships. There
I wouldn't try to leave you. Shit, she's kind of hot. Sorry.
are dangerous people out there, and it's important that we're cautious about who we trust to be in our lives. But I don't think it's healthy for us to constantly live in fear of each other either. But because men and women don't talk, we automatically assume the worst about each other. However, despite this, Gen Z is still longing for connection. Both men and women are still seeking companionship with one another, but nobody knows how to do it anymore. There's a lot of politics involved in dating now, and a lot of it is the result of negative experiences on both ends. Many women have had a lot of negative experiences with men on an individual level, which causes them to be more wary of men in general. They recognize potentially problematic behaviors in guys, and as a way to protect themselves,
Nah, it's always the big fat people too that are signaling. Oh, this man's not trustworthy. It's always, without a doubt, it's always. So my bad. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Slightly.
distance themselves from men. And many men have also dealt with women who have genuinely tried to do harm to their lives, reputations, and mental health as well, which causes a lot of men to be discouraged from approaching women entirely.
Yeah.
And before I continue, speaking as a man who has a primarily male audience, we have to recognize that when it comes to these dangers, women are just a bit more vulnerable than we are. Men
Oh,
can
most definitely. Because men, yeah, most of the time, men's got it. You know what I'm saying? And unless if she's crazy, then and a lot of women, let's be real, are kind of crazy, but that's a different topic. Um, yeah,
be victims of a lot of the same things that women face. I unfortunately have
yeah, me too.
experienced it myself. But we live in a world where women are the ones put in danger more often. It's something to keep in mind because I remember having a conversation with a female friend once that put things into perspective for me. Oh, it's so hot this summer. I've barely been able to go outside and take a walk. Yeah, the weather's crazy. That's why I go on walks at night. You go on walks at night? Yeah, it's so much better. It's not as hot and it's nice and quiet. You should
Okay, if she's gonna say she's scared to go at night, I am too. No, I'm gonna be real. I'm not going to walks at night. Hell no. Hell no. Nah. I don't know. I don't know the people out there. Nah, dude. That's demon. That's demon territory. Why do you think Demon Slayer was created? It's because people at night be crazy, bro. Like, no, bro. Hell no. You got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna go at night.
should really give it a try. So you think I should go outside and walk around at night? Yeah, what's the problem? Yeah, a 21-year-old woman outside alone at night. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, yep, you get it now? You're scared of the dark. No,
Yeah,
even
me
outside
too. No, I'm just scared of people. But
of relationships, it seems like men and women can't even be friends anymore. So instead of talking to each other, we turn to social media to tell us about each other instead. And sadly, this only makes it worse. The problem is that social media exaggerates minor issues and makes them seem bigger than what they are. So we're constantly living under the pressure of unrealistic expectations and
yeah, dude. If you're not 6'5", big arms, jacked, are you really a man? Like, let's be real with ourselves. Are you really? Like, come on now. This is just crazy.
made up scenarios that have a lot of young adults walking around with a lot of personal insecurity. And those insecurities make us hypersensitive to any interaction with the opposite sex. Sometimes I'm on my phone and the way some people respond to things on social media, you think they killed someone. Just for me to go through the thread and see the most harmless post ever. Even the most simple disagreements end up becoming commentary on both men and women at large. We're throwing everyone in the boxes they don't fit in. And now
That's for sure. And it causes just insecurities all over it that shouldn't even matter. It's crazy. Like stretch marks, those shouldn't matter, especially if you're going to the gym. That's just gonna happen. Like that's straight up just gonna happen. If you're working hard, that's just gonna happen. It's insane.
Things that make us unique are instead used to criticize and classify us. From our dating preferences, sexuality, career choices, and even our hobbies and interests. There's no room for individuality anymore. It feels like everything you say and do is judged against every other person. So if you're too different, you're being performative. But if you're too similar, then you're just like all the others. A man
Yeah.
who has any criticism
Key to this, just be performative. Be yourself. If they call it performative, then fuck it at that point. Because at that point, at least you're being yourself. At least you're not losing anything by being like boring and being like, just another person. In my
about
opinion,
any
at least.
woman for any reason is labeled an incel. But a woman who has anything positive to say about a man in any context ever is labeled a pick me. Obviously, not
Actually insane. Genuinely insane. I see it so many times. You're such a pick me. Oh my gosh. All she said was all men aren't bad. That's literally all she said. I'm dead ass. I saw this shit in TikTok comment section. They were dogging on this woman for saying all men aren't bad. Most men are good, which is true. Most men are good. Most women are good. All the women though, you're a pick me. Oh, did you get your attention yet, bro? It's so terrible. It's so terrible.
Not everyone is like this, but now all of our interactions have become dominated by fear. Women are fearful of men for honestly a lot of very valid reasons. You can't always tell which guys are going to go crazy over a polite rejection.
Yeah,
And a
that's
lot
fair.
of men are afraid because many women have made it clear that they don't want to be approached. And for the men who at least try to be respectful, the last thing they want to do is make women uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's
It
definitely
feels like
fair.
we're in a stalemate where if you make one wrong move, it's over. And again, I don't want to make it seem like bad things don't happen.
You
They
know what I think? This might sound crazy. Hey, the woman have a bodyguard that's a guy that's like professional, like fighter, and then we chilling, like, because whatever happens, it's chill. So just walk around, just walk around with the bodyguard at all times. Yeah, for it won't get expensive. I swear. Just walk around with the bodyguard at all times. That's all you gotta do. Mm-hmm.
They do. I'm just saying that for Gen Z, we're putting ourselves under some unrealistically high stakes for every interaction. Oh, are you giving out free ice cream? Yep, we got chocolate and vanilla. Oh, cool. I can pick anyone I want? Sure. You can have this nice vanilla cone. It has a great personality and is very respectful. And
Crazy.
while some people think vanilla is boring, I think it can make you really happy if you give it a chance. Okay. What about chocolate? Oh, well, chocolate is good, I guess. But while on the surface it seems more fun,
What
it's
the hell?
not really the type of ice cream you want to commit to long term,
Is he calling me a thug? Nah, dude. He's calling me. Nah, dude.
honestly. Well, I don't know about all that, but chocolate is my favorite flavor. So I'll take that one, please. Okay, well, consider this. Wouldn't your mom be happier with you bringing home a nice, safe vanilla cone? Oh, my mom likes
This man's
chocolate
racist.
too. Can I get an extra one for her? You know what? You don't get any ice cream, actually. That's the problem
Nah.
with you women. You never want to give a good vanilla ice cream a chance. That's why you're going to be 40 with no ice cream at all. What
Crazy.
was up with that guy? I don't know. I guess he just really likes vanilla. I think a big thing holding us back is that a lot of Gen Z are dealing with commitment issues and insecurity. But these commitment issues aren't coming from us having a lot of options, but rather everyone is afraid of being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
It's why ghosting has become so popular for Gen Z. Because when it comes to dating, people think their feelings are the only ones that matter. It's true.
Speaking of ghosting, if you're ghosting someone because you think that they're gonna like you more, an emotionally mature person that has stuff to do, they're not gonna like you more. I promise you. Don't do it. This shit's corny as hell. Anyways, keep going. I just see that shit a lot on TikTok. So if you're wondering why I brought it up, that's why. It's so stupid. Do not go someone because you think, oh,
That you
they're
should
gonna become obsessed with me. No, they're not gonna do that.
put yourself first in your relationships, but it doesn't mean that you should disregard everyone else. There's another real human being on the other side, and they have feelings too. But since we're in this war, the other side isn't seen as a potential partner, but as an enemy to be conquered. There's
Yep.
this bitterness between us where it seems like some of us enjoy seeing the other side lose.
And because of this war, that's why a lot of men just move to other countries. Because I mean, it's technically different a bit. Like the standards are different, so people have a better time. But I feel like most of the people, most of the women aren't even bad here. It's just this war is just keeping people collided in together, and people are there's so much confusion. In other words, is what I'm trying to say. When it's really not like that.
Men complain
Don't get me wrong. There is a lot of bad guys. There's a lot of bad women. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but it's not as bad as people say it is.
about experiencing feelings of loneliness, and women applaud that and say they deserve it. And women complain about not being able to find a date, and men celebrate that. We're all struggling, but because we see each other as enemies, we can't even respect each other for trying. There are people still fully fighting this gender war while being in a relationship. Hey, you still coming to happy hour with us? Yeah, I'll be there in a bit. Just making my boyfriend some lunch. You're making food for a man? Girl, it's not 1952 anymore. Why are you doing that?
Maybe because she loves him. Maybe it's because she loves him. Shoot, I don't know. Why are you doing that, bro? You're an independent woman. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, oh my gosh. People like this need to get a life, bro. I swear.
Because he's my boyfriend and I love him? Yeah,
Yeah.
but you work those long 12-hour shifts at the hospital and you're still doing all this.
Nigga, she wants to do it, bro. Get out of here, bro. You're a cock blocker at this point.
Well, yeah, I do work long hours, but when I'm at work, guess who's making me dinner, or walking my dog, or picking me up from the hospital at 4 a.m. when I get off? 50-50 in a relationship isn't just about money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, I know. I'm just looking out for you. Don't want to have to hit another ex-boyfriend with my car. Wait, what?
What?
They just called our table.
What she say? Ooh, nah, hell nah. That's
Hurry up with
crazy.
your housewife duties. Whatever. I'll be there soon. I think for many of us in Gen Z, we're dating for the utility and not because we actually like them. A lot of
Yeah,
guys
it's
want
insane. I see this innocent quote unquote video. I need a man because I need this light bulb changed. So I need a tall guy. Imagine if someone like put that in the same scenario and said, I need a woman because I just can't be bothered to take care of these dishes. Insane. There would be rag piled all over TikTok. All over. I don't even want
a
to see it.
girlfriend because they want emotional support, affection, and likely a sexual partner too. And women often want something similar. And while these are completely valid expectations to have in a relationship, they shouldn't be your only reasons for dating. There's a difference between loving someone and loving what they do for you. A lot of people don't actually know what they're even looking for in a partner outside of these things. Some people out there are shallow, but it's probably because they themselves also don't really know what they're looking for in a partner. But just
Yeah.
because
People only like what you can do for them and not even the person like yeah.
some people have an opinion, it doesn't mean that everyone thinks that way. A lot of times you end up turning yourself down before anyone else gets the chance to. I know that a lot of men feel overlooked by women, which is why I think that it's easy for some men to harbor a bit of resentment towards them. You're probably trying your best to put yourself out there just to not even get rejected, but completely ignored. Despite your best efforts to stand out, you feel totally invisible, which I think feels even worse than rejection. I have my own experiences with this. In college, there was this girl who had a crush on my roommate, and one day he
Now me
told
personally, I don't got no experience with this. You know me. Sorry, my bad.
that she felt like I didn't like her. And I was confused because I had nothing against her. We just didn't talk. The only time she ever interacted with me were to ask about my roommate and what he was doing. So I told her that she never seemed particularly interested in getting to know me. I'm a nice guy, but I don't think anyone enjoys feeling like an accessory to another person. So I just left her alone. Eventually, my roommate ended up getting a new girlfriend, and she stopped talking to both of us. But my roommate's new girlfriend seemed far more interested in getting to know me as a friend. And she was always very inclusive towards me and was always really respectful. And they're still together to this day.
You mean she's like an actual nice person? No. That doesn't exist, bro. Like, let's be real. You saw that shit in your fantasy or something, bro. This was a dreamland. This was a dreamland you saw or something. I don't know, but this didn't happen, bro. Top 10 things that didn't happen. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, man. We've all been there, okay? It's all right, man. It's okay.
Thought that someone who treats others with kindness and respect would have a lasting relationship. It's not about just being nice to someone because you like them, but being a pleasant person to be around in general. You don't have to be performative or a pick-me to get attention from people. You just need to get comfortable expressing yourself around people. And
Hell yeah, just be yourself. Yes, sir.
doing it in a
But
way
women be scary sometimes. You feel me? That's I just don't want to do that, you know? Yeah, yeah, you feel me.
That doesn't offend others. Being nice isn't a personality. You're more than just a nice
Yeah,
person.
I be shaking. No, this should be me, bro. I be shaking. Why you trying to introduce me to people, bro? I just like my own space. Hey, yo, yo, yo.
You're you. Anyone can be a vanilla ice cream cone, but some people like sprinkles, or
Yeah.
caramel, or a cherry on top. And yes, this is the second ice cream related analogy I've done on this channel. It's really hot outside. Another problem stemming from this gender
Bro,
divide.
it's not even hot outside. Okay, mate, I just don't feel heat. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in hot climates all my life, so I just don't feel heat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Are the endless 50-50 debates. So many people are so worried about
It
being
might
taken
be 95 degrees, but it's not hot. You feel me? That's the type I
advantage
am.
of in their
I just
relationships
wear hoodies anytime, anywhere, anytime. It's insane, but
that we've reduced them down to something purely transactional. And this leads to a lot of people acting extremely entitled. A lot of guys out there think that just because they pay for a date, that a woman owes them something. And a lot of women have an expectation that men have to prove how serious they are about you through spending money. So
it's
there's
insane. I talked to this woman that was purely transactional, like this, and I was like, "So, like, you love your boyfriend or not?" And after she was like, "Yeah, I love him. I like the things he does for me." It's like that's not really loving, you know what I mean? Loving is actually like loving the person, not what the person does for you. She didn't understand. She had no clue what I meant. She was like, "No, no, relationships are purely transactional," with a smile on her face. She was perfectly fine with that, and I'm like, okay, that the relationship isn't gonna probably last long, and it didn't. So
this weird tug of war where each person is trying to get more while giving less. That's not dating. That's what you do at a garage sale. And it's why acting nonchalant is so popular too. People have the impression that the happier person in a relationship is the one who cares the least. That's not how it should be. We should be going band for band with the caring. Chalant contest. Let's see who can care
hell yeah, hell yeah.
the
I
hardest.
feel like
I
that
think
nonchalant trend low key ruined a lot of relationships. I'm not gonna lie to you.
people are tired of having to clear so many obstacles just to even get to know someone. Nowadays, there's dudes going to other countries just to get dates.
Yep.
Welcome back to Trad and Chad. Today, we're joined by
And I'm not gonna fashion fit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been one of those people eventually, but then I was like, no. Like my way of thinking was so wrong. I thought all women were bad. I'm like, no, nigga, it's just people in general. Like people in general can be bad. It's like, oh shit, I'm just retarded. Okay,
a special guest, a real alpha male. Thanks for having me.
that's my boy Andrew Tate. No, why'd you have to put Andrew Tate's suit and everything with Sung Jin-woo? Do not disrespect my boy Sung Jin-woo like that. Because Sung Jin-woo is daddy, okay? He is my goat. He is beautiful. He is, you know what I'm saying? So don't do my boy like that.
Me guys. A lot of guys are struggling dating Western women. Some people think it's because of their lack of self-awareness and inability to change. But we know it's because of feminism. Absolutely. You can blame anything on women. After your
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, feminism and women are two different things. Okay, people not liking feminism are actually understandable because, well, especially right now, because a lot of feminism people just hate on men and everything. That's not what. In fact, a lot of people, a lot of women. I think it was like 80% of women or something advocate for equality, but only like 10% are actual feminists. Out of those 10%, who knows if they actually think, oh, true equality or true feminism above, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them think it's actually true equality. So, you know,
third
hell
divorce,
no.
you went overseas to find your wife. Could you tell us why more young men should be doing that? It's simple, really. Western women have rights, so it makes them think that their opinions matter. Overseas,
Yes, sir, brother. Shit. Actually delusion.
the women don't ask stupid questions like, who did you vote for? Or why are you 35 trying to date an 18-year-old? Yeah, I hate when they ask that.
Yeah, bro. Like just let me in. Nah, it's insane.
Women are just jealous.
Actually insane, dude.
Appreciate masculinity. So I never have to bother with feminine things like emotional maturity or
Crazy. Crazy. The thing is, sorry for pausing so much, but listen, if you like age gaps are fine, but like if you're like 35 trying to date an 18-year-old, I'm definitely gonna look at you strange, bro. That's for sure. Like now, if you're like 35 trying to date a 25-year-old, oh, okay, like that's okay at that point. You feel me? Like that's alright. But 18, you're insane, in my opinion. Hey, I'm gonna let you do you, but just don't tell any woman, cause especially on Twitter, cause they might dox you and then burn your car on fire. You know, but
growing and changing as a person. Facts, brother. A good wife should never challenge you on anything ever. She should
that's insane. She should constantly wait. I'm gonna
constantly enable all of your behaviors.
yeah, just enabling my bad toxic behaviors, but for real, for real. Like, what's wrong with you? If you don't do that, you got problems. To be honest.
Exactly. As an alpha male, I'm already perfect and have no room to grow. Speaking of grow, it's time to hear from this week's sponsor, Blue Rhino Male Enhancement Pills. It's the only blue pill you'll
Wait, I thought you said you don't have any room to grow. Why are you trying to give me an enhancement pill? Wait. What?
ever need. Because when life gets hard, we get harder. Bro, I thought you were done watching these guys. Okay, but he was low-key spitting though. Relationships can
Nigga was crazy.
scary because they require a certain amount of vulnerability. And opening yourself up to someone means that you have to trust them not to hurt you, whether that be emotionally or even physically. I can't speak for women here, but for a lot of guys I know, one of their biggest fears in dating is being settled for. No one likes being the safe option.
Hell no, exactly. No one, because that means it's just a fifth pick. And as soon as there's a better guy, it's like, oh, yeah, you know my best friend, yeah, he's a really nice guy. And then yeah, you just get broken up with and cheated on, and no one likes that. So yeah, it's insane.
The plan B. So I noticed that a lot of male dating advice tends to be some sort of insurance policy against this. And I understand. When you look at yourself and you
Okay. The body count thing, I personally do that, but that's just because I'm a virgin. I want someone who's also a virgin. I'm a very like I'm a very Catholic person, you feel me? Um, at least in the dating scene, so yeah, that's why.
you know you're not the tallest guy or the hottest guy
I feel like
or the guy with the
if it's for religious reasons, like you should think about body count and everything, in my opinion. But
most money. Sometimes you might think, why would she choose me first? A lot of dudes are walking around with that thought in the back of their heads, and not for completely imaginary reasons either. That's why a performative man is also one who's deeply insecure. Inside, you don't feel like you'll ever meet the absurdly high requirements to date. So you try to become someone you're not just to get a chance. It's why I think a lot of content creators who
I love short head. Oh my gosh, I love short. Sorry, my bad.
who are women are popular. I'm not saying
That's my homegirl, Smugglana. I don't know her, by the way. If only, but
these are all pick-me women who only appeal to men, and I'm not saying their viewers are desperate for female attention. I'm saying that many men are used to hostility.
You saying Shoenhead's a pygmy? And you think Smugglana? Nah, you're crazy in my opinion. That's actually insane. Smugglana and Shoenhead apparently pygmies. That's insane. Okay, buddy. I feel like they're just talking about problems with men and everything. Like they're not saying women are bad. I mean, like obviously they've actually seen men who are bad and be like, oh, what the fuck? So it's not even. But
From
okay,
women,
okay.
and sometimes it can be a good thing to hear a woman on the internet
Oh, that's
sympathize
what you
with your
mean.
experience.
Okay.
I think the problem comes when men externalize those feelings and then take it out on women. And even in communities centered around women, their audiences are still mostly men. So sometimes they can become echo chambers that reinforce a lot of the ideas that push women away in the first place. I think for both men and women, we look for support from our peers to help us cope with our struggles in interacting with the other side. But we lack the proper perspective to fully understand the issues they face. Women,
yes, sir. Like how I said in the beginning. You see, I'm just a man of understanding. I'm a man of like I just have always the right opinion. You know what I'm saying? As Andrew Tate said. Sorry, not Andrew Tate. As my boy Sung Jin Woo said, I have no room to grow. I'm already perfect for real. Come on now.
fully understand the
That's
depth
my
of the
homeboy.
challenges men face, and men are blind to what women experience on a daily basis. So sometimes we say things that are a bit insensitive to each other's struggles, and that's what keeps pushing us apart. But as bad as things can get sometimes, I don't think Gen Z is completely hopeless. I think the majority of us have all reached the conclusion that dating apps are garbage and honestly a little dehumanizing. Even the
Mm.
companies that claim to give women the power have been trying to shame them into jumping into the sea of desperate men that they've
Yeah.
created. We're starting to desire more sincere connections over convenience. And Gen Z is even willing to put
See, it's only, by the way, for this past thing, what happened to letting a woman choose? It's only choosing if you actually choose the right opinion, which is like being an independent girl boss and not being a housewife for real. Yeah, yeah, that's what feminism's coming to. Yeah, it's crazy.
desperate men that they've created. We're starting to desire more sincere connections over convenience. And Gen Z is even willing to put in the extra effort to do so. We
Mm.
just don't know how. So when you're a not creepy guy looking to improve his relationship with women, you might not even know where to start. And I think the first step is understanding one key concept. Women are people too. I know it sounds
Whoa, dude, that sounds crazy. Nah, 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 dude, nah, you gotta be crazy, bro. Like really? No, 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 no.
simple, but so many guys seem to think that women are a completely different
They
species,
are,
which is
bro.
why a lot of guys seem
Don't
to
trust none of them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
have this idea that in order to get a girl, you have to trick her into liking you. The
Yeah.
problem is, women are smart. Often
What do you mean? Like men don't have periods. I feel so bad for you guys. I feel so bad for you women. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
times smarter than you. So being performative isn't really gonna get you anywhere. All right, bro. I got my matcha, my black nail polish, and my Labubu keychain.
Type
I'm ready
shit.
to finally get some girls.
Type.
Sorry, bro. Performative method got patched. Already? But I got matcha patched. Black nail polish? Hard nerfed. Even the Labubu? Already vaulted, bro. The
Yeah.
Labubu method is vaulted? Bro, that was my conversation starter.
That's
Needed
insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he said performative shit, I thought he meant like just being yourself, not like this. I thought because some people define being performative as like like if I go out with clothes I genuinely like, but it's just not to the standard, like the norm, then like I feel like this is being yourself. You feel me? Does that make sense? Yeah. So
New meta, bro. These girls catch on quick these days. Bro,
not like
being a male
this.
manipulator is hard. I'm gonna go back to being myself. Excuse me. Did someone here order a record player and 14 Claro vinyls? Oh, you can just take those back. I won't be needing them anymore. It sounds cliche, but you should genuinely just be yourself. And I
Yes,
know that's
sir.
hard when social
Sorry
media
about that.
constantly tells you you aren't good enough. But you don't have to fake being someone you're not just to get women to talk to you. You shouldn't need a meta build just to play the game.
Especially because eventually you're gonna get tired of the shit. Like in 2 years in, you can be like, I'm just gonna be myself, and then she might not even like you. So at that point, just be yourself and just see what happens. Just see what happens at that point.
That ruins all the fun. What I think we're missing are genuine friendships between men and women. I think if we started talking to each other again, we'd have a better idea of what we both expect from each other. I know a lot of guys don't trust women with their more vulnerable side because they're afraid that women will either use that to hurt them or see them as weak and leave them. But I
Which does happen with some women, but they're not. You're not meant to be with those women if that happens to you. That's like, let's be real. Those women are just immature. I'm not gonna lie. Also, hot goth woman. Shit. Hold
think
up.
in reality, a lot of
Sorry
women
about
are
that.
very sympathetic to the male experience. Despite the conversation online, I think a lot of men really value a woman's perspective on a lot of things.
Mhm.
It can be very reassuring to hear something positive about yourself from a woman who isn't your mom. However, just as men don't want women to take advantage of our vulnerability, we shouldn't take advantage of theirs.
Yeah.
A lot of women who are open to bonding with men often have the same issue. As soon as you allow a guy to get close, he decides that he's in love with you. Now it's awkward. If you're a guy trying to become better friends with
That's because that guy's lonely. I'm gonna be real with you. It's straight up just because that guy's lonely. He needs to hang out with other people though, and reflect on himself and see who he actually likes.
women, don't be so desperate that you fall in love with any woman who's somewhat nice to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes women just want to exist, but
Yeah.
they're often in the impossible situation where a guy they thought was their friend ends up confessing to her. And then when she rejects him, he stops talking to her. So you can
And then he's like, "Oh my gosh, they don't like any nice guys. They don't like any of the nice guys, man." No, it's just she genuinely just wanted to be friends with you, bro. Yeah. So, which I mean, like this would happen if you're an insanely pretty woman. Yeah. Like, let's be real. Um, Like, why can't I just have one guy friend who doesn't want to try to date me? That's just what happened if you're insanely pretty or whatever. Eventually, you'll probably find one, but it's just gonna be hard for you. I'm gonna be real, just because how good like how good you look. So
Can
yeah.
see how it's difficult for women to become friends with men too. But then the question is, when is it appropriate to talk to a woman you might be interested in? And I won't
Mhm.
lie, this is hard because respectfully, women are kind of bad at shooting their shot. Most guys aren't the best either, but women
Wait, you don't think me glaring at you is enough to show you that I like you? Wait, what? How am I supposed to show you like I like you then? What? What are you talking about? Me looking at you for 1 millisecond isn't enough? What? What are you talking about, dude?
women take it to a whole nother level. They either come on way too strong or more often
I'm not gonna lie. I that shit would work on me. Unless if you mean it like literally and you want to have sex, then never mind. But nah, I find that shit funny. How big's that meat, boy? Nah, it's crazy.
barely at all. So how was it hanging out with that guy you liked the other day? Did he make a move? It was fine. I just don't think he's interested in me at all. Really? Why do you say that? I mean, I gave him the most obvious sign and he didn't even do anything. Hey, it's been hot lately, so I figured I'd stop and get some drinks on the way here. This one's your favorite, right? Oh yeah, I love these. Thank you. Oh, that is
Yeah, I just thought she was being nice. Oh shit. Oh, oh shit. Oh, oh shit.
so obvious. Men are so dumb. I know.
Okay, okay. Is it being dumb or is it being naive? I feel like it's being naive. What's the difference? Naive just sounds better, okay? And for me, I might be a bit naive, okay? So like it's not even my fault for real. Like, please just say you like me, okay?
Right?
At that point.
Maybe he likes boys. After years of terrible online dating, I think we all agree that we should be a bit more open to approaching people we're interested in. Someone finding you
What's
attractive
good, Fresh? We're gonna work on that. What you mean, dude? He's just complimenting her, bro. Like,
shouldn't be scary or embarrassing. I know a lot of us hate being perceived at all, but you
mhm.
don't have to ask someone to marry you as soon as you meet them. It honestly could just be as simple as asking for an opportunity to get to know someone better casually. And this doesn't only apply to dating, but to friendships too. You're not going to be someone's best friend day one, but maybe extending an invitation to hang out with someone new could be the start. Women aren't the single solution.
People are used to stuff going fast nowadays, especially with lower attention spans. I feel like so they're just not gonna be like that. Well, most people aren't gonna be like this at the jump until they understand it.
The male loneliness. It starts with us, and men aren't the single solution to women's problems. I know that when you're a young guy who tries his best to be respectful, it can sometimes be hurtful to hear some of the things women say about men. And a lot of guys like to say, not all men. I agree that it's not okay for women to say some of these things too. But I also think that it's important that we make an active effort to be a part of the solution. So many guys are afraid of seeming like a simp or a pick-me that they fail to stand up for women when given the opportunity. I'm not saying you need to be a white knight and swoop in to save a damsel in distress, but you can help women see men in a more positive light on an individual level by doing your best to make sure they feel safe and comfortable around you. I think you'll find that women who trust you will also stand up for you too. I think it's important that we're more open to understanding instead of arguing, which is why I want to say that I didn't make
This guy's base. This guy's base. This guy's base as hell. Yes, sir. It should just be common sense, though. What if this should just be common sense? You feel me? Sorry, my bad.
this video because I have the answer to ending this gender war. I just wanted to share my own perspective as a Gen Z guy on what we're facing. I know some people might think that this video oversimplifies.
I mean, I guess the solution is just try to not hate people as much and instead try to actually come to an understanding regardless of what people say to you. Which, let's be real, that is really hard. But I feel like that's actually just the only solution. Because as much as you dissolve the hate, that's the best way to get rid of this if everyone just tries to do that.
Simplified a lot of things. And you're probably right, but I hope that I can at least help make the conversation a little more productive. And I know that I focused on the male perspective a lot as well. Unfortunately, IP standing up, so I can't speak too in depth about the women's point of view. So I hope that any women out there can also help contribute to the discussion. Maybe
that'd be
some of
cool.
those creators I mentioned earlier. People love to talk about how Gen Z is
Smegalana, you should react to this video. Yes,
as a
sir.
generation, but I think people just have a lot to say because we're the first generation growing up with a comment section. But for Gen Z men and women, I don't think we should be on two different teams. We belong on the same team, fighting together against things like loneliness and heartbreak. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Peace.
But no, that was a really good video. Yeah, that was a really good video. I agree with pretty much literally all of his points. So yeah, that was that was a really good video. Surburbanwill, I'll leave this video down in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Have a nice day and goodbye.